State leaders in the executive branch are doubling down on demands for state employees to return to the office.
Now, we're now learning at least 8,500 state employees are still working from home months after a directive from the governor. Our Capitol reporter Haley Hetrick tells us why they're not fully back in office.
Remote work became virtually the only option during the pandemic.
Okay.
But 5 years post-pandemic, Governor Kevin Stitt issued this executive order last December, telling state employees to return to in-person work by February 1st.
Companies throughout the world have figured out how to do remote work.
State Representative Andy Fugate says that's just not possible for all state employees.
You know, it's a real hardship for those folks.
OMES shared this report showing that as of August 1st, of about 30,000 state employees, 8,590 were still not in office. The only exception from this executive order is with formal approval from a cabinet secretary. 14% of those employees were exempt because, quote, no reasonable in-office employment is possible. Meanwhile, 70% were exempt because their agency is at full office capacity, and new or additional office space would have to be acquired at additional cost.
For many employees, there is no longer an office location to return to.
Many state agencies leased or even sold their office spaces when they weren't being used during the pandemic.
If every employee were actually required to come back to the office, it would cost an extraordinary amount of money.
But in his first week in the role, the state's new COO is doubling down on the demand, sending this email to state employees saying in part, refusal to comply with this directive will result in termination. This executive order does not have an expiration date. The governor is hoping in-office work will continue indefinitely. At the Capitol, for Oklahoma Zone, I'm Haley Hetrick.
Haley, thanks. And the state's COO said in a letter to workers, Oklahomans deserve a government that is present, engaged, and working together in person.